So, a very deadly serial killer virus in this Norfolk, UK. Certainly have infected everyone apart from me. Can see Simon Bailey Don't Cry and his blonde host plainclothes lover and her partner. Not True Detectives for details. Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapos, the local Nazis, boys in blue. Then certainly will pay to make you disappear. And again, a very deadly serial killer virus, all delivered by this post office, Royal Mail, Postie Assassins, Vigilantes, Postie Mayor. They are the super spreader carriers. Certainly have infected everyone apart from me. But no Red Car Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe Steve Wright, Wayne Cousins, Brady Huntley, Fred West, Black Panther, Sandringham serial killer here. Certainly not me leaving the body of a 17-year-old sex trafficked gal on the Royal Sandringham Estate, Killenfields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. See Prince Harry the Spare for details, this Mason Council. White Lodge, the local mafias, the local mob. And how do I know? Little birdie told me so. The word that came off the Royal Sandringham Estate, Killenfields, loud and clear, and I do know I was there. Staying in a disused beach hut at Hitcham, 7 miles from Sandringham. But no nut in a Hitcham beach hut. North Norfolk coast, Sandringham Stock and Strangler, serial killer here, really don't think so. As always, very good watch, the ABC murders. There is a code and the code is me. Where there is a murder in a beach hut, but the man who was set up as the Stock and Strangler serial killer, that's not him at all, that's his aristocracy boss who was committing the murders. So again, see Prince Harry the Spare for details, Prince of Darkness, ET hybrid host. Red Dragons, their high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. We have had the full moon, the strawberry moon, plenty of hosts for the hungry, bloodthirsty beasts in high places, no hosts for the beast here. No mad, deranged, insane, demon possessed, Jekyll and Hyde, number 21 or number 23. Serial killer here, and again they will pay to make you disappear. Has been a silver Ford Focus during the rains in this recently, and that one's got 22 on it. 22 on the dust cart truck also, and that really is a 22-year catch 22, complete abuse of power, position, authority and influence in public office. And I haven't seen the man and woman in their VW Silver Estate car, 61 Wilby Avenue, coming up and down Skelton Road, rant and raving, scream and yell, and all their monster lies for everyone to hear. And that be the problem. That's the one you have to watch. They will box you up, lock you up, throw away the key. You do get free transport to the Norfolk Bacon SS Pork Farm, Dr. Death's Black SS Pigsty Maze, which really is full of mad monster lies, bogus diagnosis, lethal injections, a very deadly serial killer virus. And again, all to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder, and certainly not mine. They will bury you alive down the longest, deepest, darkest, blackest hole where all the monsters are. But no monster here, one big monster con, one big monster bluff, one very big mad monster, porky pie, serial killer lie in this Norfolk, UK. One big 666 monster fix, 17 on that one, and no black wizard here in a vulvar state. No Roy Wyan, White Van Man, Christian B, Sandringham serial killer, Black Wizard terrorist, Issuer, certainly wasn't me. Again, see Prince Harry the Spare for details. So plenty of high crimes, Jack the Ripper crimes, castles, manor houses, UK's Devil Island, country estates, and certainly not mine. And I did get, that's been going on for a while, but I did get the man and woman in their VW silver estate car, 61 Wilby Avenue, coming down Skelton Road. I did get them on video, ranting and raving, screaming and yelling, all their monster lies and threats. I have sent the videos to the police, did talk to the police yesterday. They said they'd phone me back, I wouldn't hold your breath. Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapos, the local Nazis. Certainly can't back up there, big mad monster, Porcupine, serial killer lies, Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses forged in hell. And their precision engineered black box serial killer frame fix assassination. Not even Harry Houdini could escape from. And all to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder, certainly not mine, frames and fixes switches, monster lies, bogus diagnosis, excuse me, and certainly not mine. More bogus diagnosis than on Jack the Ripper, who they've now identified, that one had 7 2s on it, who they've now identified, apparently using new DNA technology, but no Norfolk Jack the Kipper, Sandringham serial killer, black wizard terrorist, this shooter, no Clockwork Orange, Norwich train station, mountain bike rapist here. That one's got a hoax on it because there's a big hoax. As always, I was on a woman's black Dutchy bike, not a mountain bike, but all rolled into the black shroud of Sandringham just to set me up further. So sometimes innocent men do have to run, fly, go, disappear. Follow your golden compass. We do get boxed up, locked up, or done in, disappeared one way or another. So no paedophile, rapist, ripper, black wizard terrorist, this shooter, no Norfolk Jack the Kipper, Sandringham serial killer here. No Blitz Limey, MPGP cop, ex-wife killer here. Certainly can see my ex-wife, Shay Fraternal, Fareham Burson, Big Police Council. Doctor Whom collaboration, Inspector Numbnuts Bunton, Mr. Fixer. Liar Liar, Pants on Fire, that one's got 22 on it. And that really is a 22-year, catch 22. Complete abuse of power, position, authority and influence in public office. That one's got 17 on it. But no sombre, autonomy of a crime, no woolly hat, purple guy. Serial killer here, Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. This post office, Royal Mail, postie assassins, vigilantes, postie mayor. Then the big super spreader carriers, a very deadly serial killer virus. Certainly have infected everyone apart from me, an Evergreen Toxic Crane Corporation, Saks Goburn Goffer, Windsor SS, one big cover up. See Prince Harry the Spare for details. And again, anyone can come up and down Skelton Road, screaming and yelling, ranting and raving, all their monster lies. Different ball game when they have to back them up, and one big monster switch. Again, a high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine, Dis Mason Council. White Lodge, the local mafia, the local mob, all their cronies, spies and informers, pushing all their mad monster lies, bogus diagnosis and death threats in Dis Norfolk UK. And again, how do I know? Little birdie told me so. Rich Boys Loft Pie, Human Hunting Pie, Prince of Darkness, ET Hybrid Host, Red Dragons. So no Roy Wyan, White Van Man, Christian B, Sandringham serial killer here. Prince Harry Potter, Prince of Darkness, E.T. Hybrid Host, Red Dragon, His High Royal Blue Crime, New Year's Day Fine, September Blue Murder, Certainly Not Mine. You fit into the story. And that guy there, and again, Dylan and his brother did ask me to do a video of them on their bikes, which I did. And again, that's a Jaguar there, but no Black Panther, Puma, Jaguar, Cougar, Ritual Killer here, Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. And that man there with the dark glasses on. So Dylan and his brother said, Johnny, just do a quick video for TikTok of us on our bikes, which I did. And they went flying down there, come back, one of them doing a wheelie, went down here, turned around, one of them was doing a wheelie, and then they stopped to talk to a couple of their friends over there, a couple of young girls in the background. Then that man with the dark glasses, he turned up, falsely claiming that I was a pervert and filming underage girls. I really don't think so. I was filming Dylan and his brother on their bikes, which they'd asked me to do. They'd asked me to be in the video to put on TikTok, and you can see the video on TikTok. So Simon Bailey Don't Cry and his blonde host Plainclothes Lover, Not True Detective, all in the bag. And again, all covering up Prince Harry's Royal Blue Crime, Spare Murder, and Certainly Not Mine. And then another man came along who knew him also. He looked at the video, he said, no, that's perfectly all right, there's nothing wrong with that. Plus you're on a public street where anyone can film and record, freedom of speech and expression. And that one's got Cliff on it, but no Sutcliffe, Steve Wright. No Red Car, Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe, Steve Wright. Wine Cushions, Brady Huntley, Fred West, and another 22 on that one. Again, in a 22-year, catch 22, complete abuse of power, position, authority and influence in public office. So you make a video, all above board, innocent, all above board. Then comes the switch, and then comes the twist into a big monster lie. And that be the problem, monster lies certainly will get you beaten, stab, shot, sound fire. They will try and stir up everyone against you. And the couple, the man and woman in the VW silver estate car who come up and down Skelton Road, ranting and raving, screaming and yelling all their monster lies. Also falsely claiming I'm a pervert and a paedophile, filming children and I should be locked up. I really don't think so. So Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapos, the local Nazis, this post office, Royal Mail, Postie Assassins, Vigilantes, no one's got 666 on it. One big 666, Monster Fix, 7 twos on that one. 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnosis, forged in hell, and that one had number 10 on it. Can see Keir Starmer and the Labour loonies for details. Evergreen Toxic Crane Corporation. Saks Goburn GAFFE, Windsor SS, their High Royal Blue Crime. Excuse me. New Year's Day Fine, September Blue Murder, Certainly Not Mine. So one big setup in this. Keir Starmer did cover up the murder on the Royal Sandringham Estate Killing Fields. He was head of Crown prosecution at the time. Made that one disappear. Also Jimmy Savile, King Charles, Count Dracula's bosom pal, the most prolific, horrific paedophile on the UK's Devil Island. Keir Starmer, the Labour loonies, Andy Burnham, and the Monkey Mayor, also with the police and the council, social workers, trying to cover up the rape of Britain and the capital. Certainly tried to make that one disappear. The Muslim vote was more important, and the lives of thousands and thousands of young English girls have been through the most horrendous, horrific ordeals. So, Evergreen Toxic Crane Corporation, Saks Goburn GAFFE, Windsor SS. They certainly will pay to make you disappear. Really are some vans you will not want to disappear in the back of. Discalton Road Assassins. And they certainly used and set me up, framed and fixed me, used me as the spare and the fall guy. Scapegoat. Simon Bailey Don't Cry and his blonde host plain clothes lover, not true detective. And again, all to cover up Prince Harry's royal spare behind. New Year's Day find, September blue murder, certainly not mine. Bird of prey over there. So they do hunt more than birds of prey on the royal Sandringham estate killing fields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. See Prince Harry the spare for details. So no Roy Wyton, White Van Man, Christian B, Sandringham serial killer, Black Wizard terrorist. This shooter certainly wasn't me. That one's got a bit of a Brian on it. You can see Brian Numbnuts Goodman, 40 elaborate close. And that's all they really do have in this is Sip 0 Silch nil. Whole lot of nothing. One big monster con, one big monster bluff, one big porky pie serial killer lie. They want everyone to believe it's true, but never the case. 39 on all accounts. Dismiss and cancel. White Lodge, the local mafia, the local mob. That one's got Scott and 17 on it. You can see Granswick Crane Chicken Managers, Garth, Scott and Deborah, Tricky Ricky Martin. Monster Lies did cost me my job on nights, then on days, led to my suspension. 15-day bogus investigation I had no say in, then my immediate dismissal and not one word in writing. And there was a Granswick bacon butcher in Hull who did abduct, kidnap, rape, butcher and murder Libby Squire, the young UEA student. Again, a Granswick bacon butcher in Hull. And Granswick Crane Chicken Managers, Garth, Scott and Deborah, Tricky Ricky Martin, certainly wanting to feed me to the Granswick herd of pigs, full of monster lies. So Brian Numbnuts Goodman, 40 elaborate close in this, where I used to stay sometimes when I was in this, wanting to be kingpin. Centre stage, #1 player, #1 assassin in my assassination. Posting all over social media, the big dis Facebook groups, not only claiming I am the big Black Panther, Sandringham serial killer, but claiming he and only he can prove it. Excuse me. And no diss law merman here, Sandringham serial killer. Black Wizard terrorist issue, and you could have seen Ma Jezebel, Cruella de Vil, Lizzie the Lizard, now depart. And Brian Numbnuts Goodman, also claiming the Polish will kill me. Did have 3 Polish lads staying with him at the time. Over 700 Polish in this, over 1,200 Eastern Europeans. So they believe that big monster lie, that I was responsible for the death of a 17-year-old Eastern European girl. You certainly would be brown bread dead. They would avenge her blood. And there's a lot of people in this who did try and stir up the Eastern Europeans in this to do their dirty work. One big war in this. And that is also a good film, The Final Girl, rich boys hunting young girls for blood sport. And you can see DC3, Hope Church now, all full of mad monster lies, bogus diagnosis and death threats in this Norfolk UK. So no mad monster serial killer here, Africa, dis Norwich and Sandringham, all in the bag. But fortunately I do know a lot of the Eastern Europeans in this, and I was working with some at the time. Daniel and Co, who did ask me about it, another number 10 on that one. So I was able to put them in the picture. A high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. This post office, Royal Mail, postie assassins, vigilantes, postie mayor. Can see Clive Howard, Noble, Whites and Co, make 'em white, black, serial killer black, beyond recognition. Evergreen Toxic Crown Corporation, Saks Goburn GAFFE, Windsor SS, and 24 on that one. And there's a good film, Split, where the lad has 24 split personalities, and the 24th personality is the Beast, and the Beast is taller. See Prince Harry the Spare for details. So plenty of hosts for the hungry, bloodthirsty beasts in high places. No host for the Beast here, Discalton Road assassins. So the truth versus a big monster lie in Dis Norfolk UK, two parallel stories. Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. One is true, one is a big monster lie. I have the truth. Guess who has the big monster lie? All of this. They want everyone to believe it's true, but never the case 39 on all accounts. Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. And all to cover up a high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. And there's King Charles, Count Dracula there. He's just out and about this, getting some more monster lies, bogus diagnoses. All to cover up their high royal blue crime. New Year's Day fine, September blue murder. Certainly not mine. See Prince Harry the Spare for details. And there's Camilla the Omen Nanny, the Queen Witch. Mason SS 666 mob. The Druid Hive, you could have seen the Druid May Queen, number 10. You could have seen Dickhead and Co at Scotland Yard, though Cressida Dick did get the sack. So like Pink says, when you're surrounded by bigwig know-alls, 22 on that one. Knobs, dickheads, hags, liars and evil clowns, I certainly disappear, for they come for me, 17 on that one. Prince Harry look-alike. In the white one, his high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. But they will make you the Wicker Man in Dis Norfolk UK, the Dis Wicker Basket, woven together with 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses. Well, you do have to run, fly, go, disappear, follow your golden compass, for you do end up in the Wicker Basket, the Queen Bee. And there's a good old classic film, the original classic, The Wicker Man, and a good remake with Nicolas Cage. Not the Bees, so no Roy Wyton, White Van Man, Christian Bee, Sandringham serial killer, Black Wizard terrorist. This shooter certainly wasn't me. Can see MP Knobhead SS Bacon. You can see MEP OBE Lord Muppethead McGregor, the Red Baron of Fulham. This Mason SS Grandmaster. And that one's got serial on it and 17. That one's also got 17 on it. So one big war in Dish, you certainly can take a very big hit. And there was a woman in Morrison's car park who took a very big hit with a border hopper minibus when Russian forces were at the border. So no Black Wizard here in a vulva state, and as always, very good film, pledged Jack Nicholson, giant of a man called the Wizard. Riding round in a black vulva state. Duckton children, young girls, so no Sandringham serial killer, Black Wizard. Terrorist, this shooter, really don't think so. One big monster con, one big monster bluff. And we're certainly all in range of war. That one's got 1, 2, 3 on it. Again, a very good film, the ABC Murders, Agatha Christie, where there is a murder and a beach up by the man who is set up as the Stock and Strangler serial killer. That's not him at all, that's his aristocracy boss. who was committing the murders. So no nut in a Hitchin beach hut 7 miles from Sandringham. Sandringham stock and strangler. Serial killer here. Again, Roy White and White Van Man. Christian B. So all in the bag in this Norfolk, UK. All full of mad monster lies, bogus diagnosis and death threats. And again, he falsely accused me of filming underage girls, of being a pervert, when I was filming Dylan and his brother on their bikes, which I had asked me to do, to put on TikTok, and you can see the video on TikTok. And again, another man came along, looked at the video and said, no, that's perfectly right, nothing wrong with that. Plus, you're on a public street where anyone can record, anyone can film. Freedom of speech and expression. So you can explain what is going on in this, what they have done. It's not what I've done, this is what they have done. Evergreen Toxic Crane Corporation, Saks Goburn GAFFE, Windsor SS. So you can expose the truth, all the monster lies in this Norfolk, UK. They want everyone to believe are true, but never the case 39 on all accounts. Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. You can see South Norfolk District Council. There have been 2 men disappeared in the back of a dust cart truck, and that one's got 7 2s on it, 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses. Plenty of people who'd like to put me in the back of the dust cart truck, send me to the Dis landfill site, bury me alive under a 22-year monster pile of Norfolk Bacon SS pig crap full of porky pie, serial killer lies, again Dis Skelton Road assassins. And there's always interest what comes along that fits right into the story. Again, Christian B, Christian Brunacher, has just been released from prison in Germany, involved in the Madeleine McCann case. It's been going on for over 19 years now. Was the anniversary of the disappearance of Madeleine McCann recently. And they do want to extradite Christian B to the UK to prosecute him for the murder of Madeleine McCann. And again, all they really have in this is sip 0 silch nil, a whole lot of nothing. One big monster con, one big monster bluff, one big porky pie, serial killer lie, Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. One big monster gaffe, epic fail. So no red car, Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe, Steve Wright, Wayne Cousins, Bridie Huntley, Fred West, but you certainly can take a very big hit. One big war in this. And again, to put it all into context, Steve Wright, the Suffolk Strangler. Again, no black wizard here in a vulva state. No sombre, autonomy of a crime, no woolly hat, purple guy, serial killer here, Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. Steve Wright, the Suffolk Strangler, ritual killer. 5 girls murdered in 10 days, riding around Ipswich in a blue Mondeo, 22 miles from here. Some of them were found naked in a satanic pose. Steve Wright also may have been involved in the Ringland murders in Norwich, also 22 miles from here. And in this Norfolk, UK, really is a 22-year catch-22. Complete abuse of power, position, authority and influence in public office. And Steve Wright has just been given another life sentence for the murder of Victoria Hall. 17-year-old girl who was murdered, found naked in a ditch, dating back to 1999. So a crime is a crime whenever it's committed, unless it's a high royal blue crime. New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. And certainly not me leaving the body of a 17-year-old sex-trafficked girl on the Royal Sandringham estate, Killenfields. No red car Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sandringham serial killer here. So you can see Clive Harwood, Noble, Whites & Co, Dis Post Office, Royal Mail, Postie Assassins, Vigilantes, Postie Mayor, another 1, 2, 3 on that one. And they certainly will pay to make you disappear or to cover up high crimes, Royal Blue Murder, Frames and Fixers Switches, Monster Lies, Bogus Diagnosis, certainly not mine. And there's another cold case going back 30 years in Bath, Somerset Police. This time that's a Melanie Hall. We had Victoria Hall, Steve Wright, who just got another life sentence, but Christopher Halliwell, who is serving a life sentence for the double murder of 2 young girls, but may have been a third victim he was responsible for. A Melanie Hall dating back 30 years. So again, a crime is a crime whenever it's committed, unless it's a high royal blue crime. New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. See Prince Harry the Spare for details. And as always, how do I know? Little birdie told me so. Word that came off the Royal Sandringham estate, Killenfields, loud and clear. So one big war in this, you can certainly take a very big hit. And as always, we're all in range of war, bio warfare, cyber warfare. And no Clockwork Orange, Norwich train station, mountain bike rapist here. I was on a woman's black Dutchy bike, not a mountain bike, fully on camera, Norwich City Centre, Norwich Cathedral, Macehold Heath overlooking Norwich. The man following the woman at Norwich train station, younger than me, had a hoodie on. He was on a mountain bike, certainly wasn't me. No Peter Cook Cambridge, blonde wig, black rapist mask. No O.J. Simpson, black Sandringham serial killer gloves in my backpack. See Prince Harry Potter for details. Prince of Darkness, E.T. Hybrid House. Evergreen Toxic Crown Corporation. Saks Goburn Goffer, Windsor SS. So there, high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. Norfolk Coopers, Coppers, Simon Bailey done crying, his blonde host plainclothes lover, not true detective, Dis Mason Council. White Lodge, the local mafia, the local mob. So all in the bag in this Norfolk, UK. And there's an old classic film, 1944, called The Lodger. It's all about Jack the Ripper, but no lodger. Norfolk Jack the Kipper, Sandringham serial killer. Black Wizard terrorist issue, I really don't think so. I've been given Steph a hand, going through cancer and chemotherapy. Again, no red car Michael Dunn, Michael Sands. And there's Camilla the Omen Nanny, Queen Witch, Evergreen Toxic Crown Corporation, Saks Goburn Goffer, Windsor SS. So there, high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. So again, I have been given Steph a hand, going through cancer. It's been a tough old year for her. But even Steph and her entourage, Jojo and Co, Mary and Jerry, AJ and John, Jackie and Michael, Chris, Darren and Co. Can see Matt Johnson for details. Shannon and Jordan, Mr. Ronnie, all full of mad monster lies. And again, I was on a woman's black Dutchy bike, not a mountain bike. No Clockwork Orange, Norwich train station, mountain bike rapist here. You can see Steph's ex Johnny, one big police spy and informer, head of sixth form at this high school, Dr. McCarthy, Parish Fields, not so healthy centre, One big black hand, underhand, rigged fixed hand. Italian assassination. Peaky Blinders in this Norfolk, UK. So, as always, those who are closest to you, who are the ones setting you up. You never have to look too far. The apples never fall too far from the tree. Not everyone in your circle is your friend. And TikTok has been a real classic. Over 70 million views on TikTok, 28 TikTok accounts burned down. All to cover up Prince Harry Potter, Prince of Darkness, E.T. hybrid host, Red Dragon, his high royal blue crime, New Year's Day find, September blue murder, certainly not mine. And my 28th TikTok account burned down recently because that was pouring down with rain. So I done a video on the rains list that anyone can Google or look up on YouTube. And the rains list does reveal and expose a lot. But one thing the rains list exposes is how they wear claws to claw their victims, human hunting parties. So again, plenty of hosts for the hungry, bloodthirsty beasts in high places. No hosts for the beast here. This Mason Council, White Lodge, the local mafias, the local mob. This post office, Royal Mail, postie assassins. Vigilantes, postie mayor. Again, the big super spreader carriers are very deadly. Serial killer virus. And they certainly have infected everyone apart from me. And 17 on that one, and used, again they certainly used and set me up, framed and fixed me, used me as the spare and the fall guy, the scapegoat. All to cover up a high royal blue crime, New Year's Day find, September blue murder, certainly not mine. How do I know? Little birdie told me so, the word that came off the Royal Sandringham estate killing fields, loud and clear. And I do know I was there, staying in a disused beach hut at Hitcham. Norfolk coast, 7 miles from Sandringham.